In One Piece, there are many characters whose origins remain a mystery. One character I'd like to focus on this time is Yamato's mother. Yamato is currently 28 years old, and Kaido began using Wano as his base 28 years ago. Because of this, I initially assumed that Yamato was born in Wano country. However, according to the Vivre card, Yamato's birthplace is listed as unknown. This suggests that Yamato was likely born before Kaido arrived in Wano. I believe the reason Yamato's birthplace is left as unknown is because it's deeply connected to the existence of Yamato's mother. In this video, we'll take a closer look at Yamato's origins and analyze them in depth. The biggest clue is the name Yamato itself. From the name Yamato, we might even be able to deduce the mother's name. On the Dusk channel, we create analysis and theory videos based on official One Piece publications and the original Japanese text, offering insights that are hard to capture in translations. As a native Japanese speaker, I take great care to bring out nuances that might be missed otherwise. Now, let me get straight to the point. I believe that Yamato's mother is Hancock's mother. In other words, Yamato and Hancock are half-sisters with different fathers. As many of you may know, the central model for Amazon Lily is the Xuankong Temple in Shanxi Province, China. The wall Luffy climbed is likely modeled after the Great Wall of China. This is mentioned in One Piece Green, Secret Pieces, which states, Oda-sensei watched many movies and stories about female warriors, and he chose China as the model for Amazon Lily. He loved the culture's sophistication with a touch of sensuality. From there, the designs for the costumes gradually came together. Additionally, the names of Amazon Lily's inhabitants are generally based on flowers. According to One Piece Blue Deep, Characters World, mothers on the island give their children the name of a flower that symbolizes how they hope their child will grow. For example, characters like Gloriosa, Shakuyaku, Tritoma, Marguerite, Sweet Pea, and Aphrodra, all the women of Amazon Lily, are named after flowers. So, what about Yamato? In Japan, there's a flower called Yamato Nadeshiko. The word Yamato refers to ancient Japan, while Nadeshiko refers to a frilly pink carnation. Interestingly, there are also varieties of Nadeshiko that were introduced to Japan from China. To distinguish the native Japanese flower, the name Yamato was added, creating the term Yamato Nadeshiko. Amazon Lily is modeled after China, while Wano country is modeled after Japan. Yamato, the child of Hancock's mother, was brought to Wano by Kaido. This might explain why the name Yamato was chosen. Although Yamato carries the blood of an Amazon Lily warrior, Yamato identifies as a man. Since flower names are traditionally used for women, it's possible that Oda-sensei deliberately removed the Nadeshiko part of Yamato Nadeshiko and adopted just Yamato for the name. Based on this, I predict that Yamato's mother, who is from Amazon Lily, is simply named Nadeshiko. By the way, the name Kaido most likely originates from Hokkaido. This connection to a Japanese place name likely explains why a name related to Japan was passed down to Yamato. But how did Kaido and Nadeshiko meet? There's an interesting clue about this in the Vivre card. Let's start by looking at the ages of the Boa sisters. Did you notice something interesting? Hancock, the eldest sister, is 31 years old. Sandersonia, the second sister, is 30. And Marigold, the youngest, is 28. That's right, there's a 1-year gap in their ages. I believe there's a hidden clue here about Hancock's mother. Here's an explanation about the women of Amazon Lily. This is the all-women's land of Amazon Lily, where men are strictly forbidden. Those who venture into the outside world return carrying children, but strangely enough, all the children born are girls. Only members of the Kuja pirates typically leave Amazon Lily for the outside world. The other women almost never leave the island, and when Luffy arrived, many of them were seeing a man for the first time in their lives. This suggests that Hancock's mother, Nadeshiko, was likely a member of the Kuja pirates. During one of their expeditions, she must have met a man from the outside world and eventually gave birth to these three sisters. Interestingly, the Boa sisters don't share similar physical features, so it's unclear whether they all have the same father. If their fathers are different, it's possible that Hancock's mother was like Big Mom, a woman who had children with various men. In this case, Kaido could have been one of those men. On the other hand, if the Boa sisters do share the same father, then it could suggest that Hancock's mother had an affair with Kaido. Either way, I speculate that 29 years ago, Hancock's mother was involved with Kaido. This would make sense, as Kaido began establishing his base in Wano 28 years ago. It's plausible that before moving to Wano, Kaido was in a relationship with her. While in Wano, Kaido allied with the snake ability-wielding Shogun, and before that, he may have been connected to the mother of the Snake Princess. An intriguing coincidence. As for how they might have met, I have one possible theory. Let's revisit Kaido's past. He suffered 7 defeats as a pirate and was captured by the Navy or enemy ships a total of 18 times. Kaido suffered multiple defeats and was captured numerous times. It's highly likely that during some of those captures by the Marines, he was taken to Impel Down. Impel Down is located in the Calm Belt, a region where only Marines' warships equipped with sea stone-lined hulls can navigate. However, the Kuja pirates' ships, pulled by serpents, are also able to sail through the Calm Belt. This leads to an interesting possibility. What if Hancock's mother, aboard a Kuja pirate ship, encountered a Marines' warship escorting Kaido to Impel Down? This could have led to a battle between the two. And so, Kaido and Nadeshiko likely met in the midst of that battle. Then, 28 years ago, Kaido parted ways with her and headed to Wano, to move on from her intense memories of Kaido, or perhaps to avoid dying of heartbreak. She might have had another child with another man, potentially Hancock's official father, resulting in Marigold's birth. If this connection rings a bell, you're truly a Vivre card expert. Yeah, Marigold's favorite food is Sea King stew. The fact that Marigold's favorite food is Sea King's may reflect her mother's lingering influence, tied to her memories of Kaido. Kaido's devil fruit is named after a fish, and according to the latest Vivre card, Kaido's favorite food is fish skin. As previously mentioned, Amazon Lily is located in the Calm Belt, a region abundant with sea kings. Perhaps Kaido and Hancock's mother frequently dined together on sea king skin and stew, leaving behind an emotional imprint. By the way, Kaido's spoiled drunk behavior, referred to as amai jogo in Japanese, might have been a seductive tactic often used by Hancock's mother. It's also possible that both Kaido's wink and Hancock's captivating wink are a result of her influence. And it seems they both share a love for alcohol as well. Ultimately, it's likely that Kaido obtained Nadeshiko's lineage factor when they parted ways. This makes sense considering Kaido was a member of the Rocks Pirates, meaning he would have had connections with Miss Bakken. Miss Bakken was not only part of the Rocks Pirates, but also a self-proclaimed scientist who was affiliated with Mads. The fact that Higurashi, who teamed up with Kaido, copied a face that might have been Miss Buckingham's younger self could be another clue. Mads' greatest breakthrough was Vegapunk's discovery of the lineage factor, which was revealed in the Vivre card to have been discovered 36 years ago. Additionally, the Vivre card confirms that Stussy, who is a clone of Miss Bakken, is 36 years old. This means the discovery of the lineage factor and Stussy's creation happened in the same year. The following year, 35 years ago, Weevil was born. Miss Bakken claimed that Vegapunk could confirm Weevil as Whitebeard's biological son. This suggests that Bakken may have extracted Whitebeard's lineage factor and used both his and her own lineage factors to create Weevil. In the same way, I think it's possible that Kaido also received lineage factors from Hancock's mother and combined them with his own lineage factors, which ultimately led to Yamato's birth. This raises the possibility that Yamato's unknown birthplace could be the same as Stussy's, a Mads research vessel. Considering one of the inspirations for Yamato's name is the battleship Yamato, it would make sense if Yamato was born on a ship. Incidentally, Yamato was born 28 years ago, while Mads was bought out by the world government 26 years ago. At the time of Yamato's birth, Mads wasn't yet under the influence of the world government, which would have allowed Kaido to collaborate with them. Now let's analyze why Hancock's mother and Kaido might have had a close relationship. I believe it was because they were drawn to each other's strength. The women of Amazon Lily are all warriors, and their society holds a particular value. Strength is beauty. This philosophy is evident in the admiration Amazon Lily's emperors have shown for strong individuals. Hancock fell in love with Luffy, and Shakuyaku had romantic feelings for Rayleigh. While there isn't much information about Tritoma, fans in the community have speculated in various ways. Additionally, even Gloriosa was hinted in the SBS to have been in love with someone from the Rocks Pirates. Personally, I think she was simply drawn to Rocks himself, though the truth remains unknown. Given this, it's likely that Hancock's mother also admired Kaido, a former member of the Rocks Pirates, for his incredible strength. Kaido's ability allows him to transform into a dragon, but the name of his devil fruit is Uo Uo no Mi. In Japanese, Uo means fish. In Japanese mythology, dragons are characterized by their long, snake-like bodies and fish-like scales. As I've mentioned in other videos, Japan has a famous legend. A koi fish that climbs a waterfall becomes a dragon. This is likely why Kaido's azure dragon devil fruit is named after a fish, Uo Uo no Mi. Interestingly, Kaido's birthday is May 1st, which can be read as koi in Japanese. While koi means carp, it also has another meaning: love. In the world of One Piece, there's a saying, "Love is always like a hurricane." It's fascinating that Kaido, who possesses a koi-based ability, is known for his signature move, tornadoes. This could hint at a hidden backstory. Hancock's mother may have fallen in love with Kaido, the koi that would one day become a dragon. Let's consider things from Kaido's perspective. His ultimate goal was to create a world of violence. 28 years ago, he chose Wano as his base because it was an ideal location for weapon production. This suggests that Kaido was also searching for strong genes to leave behind stronger descendants. It's likely this is why his attention turned to Amazon Lily, a land known for its powerful women. As you may know, Hancock possesses Conqueror's Haki. During the Summit War, when Luffy awakened his Conqueror's Haki, Garp said, "So, he was born with it after all." This implies that Conqueror's Haki can be inherited from parent to child. In the latest Vivre card, it was finally confirmed that Garp also possesses Conqueror's Haki. This makes it highly likely that in the future, it will be revealed in the main story that Dragon has Conqueror's Haki as well. Similarly, it's highly likely that Hancock's ability to use Conqueror's Haki was inherited from her mother. Kaido was likely drawn to her mother's potential. particularly her ability to wield Conqueror's haki among the powerful warriors of Amazon Lily. In fact, Yamato awakened Conqueror's haki at the age of 8, suggesting that having both parents with Conqueror's haki contributed to its early manifestation. Based on this, I believe that Yamato's mother is also Hancock's mother, which would make Hancock and Yamato half-sisters, with different fathers. In fact, there are several notable similarities between them, so let's go through them one by one. Luffy hid inside Hancock's clothes to infiltrate Impel Down, while Momonosuke hid inside Yamato's clothes to move around Onigashima. Additionally, Hancock's companion, Salome, has distinct features: a skull with 2 horns, blue hair, and yellow eyes. These characteristics are somewhat reminiscent of Yamato when wearing her mask. Both also share a past where their freedom was taken from them. These small details highlight some fascinating parallels between Yamato and Hancock. Finally, let's look at what might lie ahead for Yamato and Hancock. Hancock, while still the Empress of Amazon Lily, is currently in a dire situation. Since her title as a warlord of the sea was revoked, she's now a target of the world government. On top of that, as Shakuyaku feared, Vegapunk's invention of sea stone battleships has made it far easier for the Navy to invade Amazon Lily. Hancock herself even said, "As long as I'm here, the Marines will come again. Where on earth should I go?" Personally, I think she will likely leave Amazon Lily, traveling first to Sabayoti with Rayleigh and Shakuyaku. After that, I predict she'll enter the New World in pursuit of Luffy. On this journey, it's possible she might stop by Wano country along the way. As for Yamato, the purpose has been somewhat clarified in the cover story series. Yamato is traveling to Hakumai, where Yasuye once lived, to return the sword to Enmado in his place. Hakumai is home to a port called Habu Port, which shares its name with the Habu snake, a symbol closely associated with Hancock. Incidentally, it's likely that Onigashima sank near this area. The cover story for Yamato begins with the aftermath of Onigashima sinking, so this location will likely play a role in the story moving forward. Hancock is known as the Snake Princess, Hibihime, while Yamato has been referred to as the Demon Princess, Onihime. It's possible that the two could meet by chance in Wano and eventually join forces as sisters to help Luffy in the future. Furthermore, Luffy has a reason to meet Hancock again. It's because he made this promise: "I'll definitely repay this debt." Luffy is a man who keeps his promises, so that moment is bound to come someday.